Buenos días, raza. ¿Cómo amaneció su día? Espero que haya amanecido bien bonito. Aquí está fresco, pero está bien bonito el día. Aquí en el sur de Texas, yo ya vine para atrás a mi casa, ya saqué a los pollitos para afuera. Es la primera vez que los babies salen para afuera, ya están bien grandes, raza. Good morning, everybody. I hope your day started with a nice cup of coffee and a donut on the side. Let me tell you, it's a beautiful day outside. It's fresh, it's crispy, but it is a beautiful day in the south of Texas. Y yo quiero cafecear con ustedes. I want to gossip with you about a few things that happen in the south of Texas. I don't know if it happens everywhere else, but around here, it happens over and over, Red Rover. And I think it's funny because if you want to bully somebody in Texas, you're going to get bullied back. En el sur de Texas, si tú quieres estar picoteándole a alguien, vas a agarrar a alguien que te picotee para atrás. Y la mayoría del tiempo, la persona que te va a picotear para atrás sabe dónde te duele. Most of the time, the person that's gonna egg you back or strike back in Texas will know where to strike, where it's gonna be the most hurtful. And a lot of people don't understand the concept. We were growing up, there was 8 of us. So we always had to be quicker than somebody else. We always had to be louder than somebody else. We needed to do these things because we needed to be heard and we needed the attention. And we got it most of the time because most of the kids in our generation growing up had to fend for themselves. We had to work for what our family had. The kids nowadays, the parents work and, give them anything they want because they don't want to deal with it. The parents don't want to deal with it. But then the kids, all they know is their little computer games and their little stuff. They don't know how to defend themselves when they're in school. They have anger issues because they don't get attention at home. And the school deals with a lot of that stuff that they didn't used to deal with when we were growing up. When we were growing up, the school had paddles and they used them. And if the school had to use a paddle on you when you were growing up and you got home and your parents had been called by the school to tell them that they had to use a paddle on you, guess what was going to happen at home? Somebody was going to paddle you back. There was no calling CPS. There was no calling other people that are always in your business and not do nothing. Because we have plenty of cases here in the south of Texas where CPS has been called over and over at Rover, and they never have done anything. And ultimately, the ones that suffer are the young kids. I hate to hear people on a back and forth about child abuse or child molestation. It never happened to us, but it happens a lot now. And I just don't understand where these animals came from. Because there is no respect for children anymore. Anybody out there that knows about an average of things, anything, can be put in an average. Child molestation 95% of the time will happen by a family member. That's not me talking. That's been out there for years. It's not going to be somebody else. It's not going to be somebody that doesn't know your kid. It's going to be somebody that knows your child and knows you, knows your habits, knows when you're in your house, or knows when you're working, or knows when your kid is at the babysitter's, which is usually your mom, your cousin, your sisters. Be very aware that if you're going to use children to be picking at each other, and somebody knows something that happened to your child, they're going to use that against you. Whether it's my sister or not using it against you, if you talk about her children, she's going to definitely pull out the strikes against yours. And that's a shame that we're having this on social media back and forth on children. Oh, you don't have grandchildren. Oh, you do have grandchildren. Oh, it's like, really? I have 3 granddaughters and I love my granddaughters. Are they mine? They're adopted granddaughters, and I love them. But I will put my foot down on anybody that tries to talk about their past, because their past was not their fault. In my family, they're being raised to have a better future and a present. We're not worried about what happened in the past. But it seems to me like some little mediocre influencers in the south of Texas are so focused on trying to make a buck that they need to bring the children into the show. And it's like they don't like it when their children and husbands and stuff get pulled into the show too. So you need to be careful. There's no husband here, so you can say whatever you want. It's like, like I told you all on my last Let Me Talk With You, I've been called a lot of different things, and I'm at the stage where I don't care. That's why I'm speaking in English, so that you can understand very clearly, and I'm not mixing everything up in Spanish and English. I have a lot of people that text me on TikTok, and they want to know if I speak English. I don't understand why these men, most of them are men, don't understand the English that I speak. I'm not speaking with a bad accent, I don't think, at least. I know that my profile says that I'm from Monterrey. Yeah, that's where my family are from. I was born in North Hampton County, Virginia, real far away from the border of Texas. I was raised in Texas, and I live in Texas, but I was born in Northampton County, Virginia. So, if you want to be a bully on social media, just let it be known. Somebody will be a bigger bully, and they will know exactly where to strike you. You need to back off, and you need to cool down and refocus your ways. Refocus what you're going to do in your life. Disfruten el resto de su día. Have a nice day.